Hi everyone, and welcome again to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Betty Dubois and this is Butterfly Whispers. Today I've been asked to take a look at NATALEE HOLLOWAY, a young woman that went on her beautiful trip of a lifetime after finishing and graduating and basically disappeared. So I've had a look at a couple of the news stories about NATALEE just to touch base with what's known, because when I do these readings sometimes I'll come up with things that are already known, and so I thought I'd have a look to see what actually was coming through. But first I wanted to see what new news reports. So I am aware that she went to some nightclub. She was last seen with, I'm just trying to look at these names here, where did I write it all down? Okay, that's the reading about when I was looking at her photo. Okay, here. Okay, so NATALEE HOLLOWAY, 2005, when she disappeared. She was from Alabama, I believe. She went to the nightclub. She was with someone called Uran. There was two others there, this Deepak and Satish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at NATALEE's name through my normal Pokedex. I'm also going to read out what I've seen by looking at her photograph, and then I'm going to look at this name Uran, and I'm going to mainly focus on him to see what I get around him. Yeah, there was all different lies and stories that he dropped her off, or she was at the beach, or whatever. So that, yeah, there was all different stories going on, I believe. So don't correct me if I'm wrong. This is just stuff that I sort of gathered, having a quick look at what was going on. Someone called John Ludwig, I believe that he came forward saying he claimed to know where the body was, and that this Uran guy had actually asked him to come and help him dispose of the body. So anyway, that's what I had there. This John Ludwig now has been stabbed. I think he was stabbed in 2018 or something like that. I'm not too sure because I've got stuff scribbled all over this piece of paper here, and it's sort of all a bit wishy-washy. Yeah, and then apparently this guy Uran is in jail currently, serving for the murder of Stephanie. I think her last name was Flores. So apparently he's serving prison time about that. And apparently NATALEE was formally declared as deceased in 2012. So let's get on with it. We'll start with, I'll shuffle the cards to say, you know, come on NATALEE, let's have a look. Let's see what you want to show me. I'll just move this out the way so that I can get the cards in the picture. So we'll have a look at what we see for NATALEE. There's a lot of things that came through. So one of the things I've seen just while I'm shuffling here was a gold thin type of bracelet with something dangling off it. Now, I don't know if NATALEE was wearing that at the time she disappeared. I don't know if it was some special birthday present that she wants me to connect with her mother, that this is her. But yeah, I kept feeling something about her mother and something to do with a thin gold bracelet and a tiny sort of dangle thing hanging off it. I couldn't see what the dangle was. I also was seeing things to do with her when she was a little child, and saying, "Mummy, the turtles." So something about the turtles. I don't know if she went to Turtle Island. I don't know if she had a pet turtle. But yeah, she would have been about 3 or 4 when I seen this. So the gold bracelet and the turtle may have been when NATALEE was a child, trying to confirm that it's her. For if her mother happens to listen to this, or if some relative happens to listen to this, or a friend, somebody that knows NATALEE. So I was getting all very weird images and things. Her mother, Beth, I kept hearing the name Catherine when I looked at her mother's face. So I don't know who Catherine is. I don't know if Catherine is the grandmother, a sister, I don't know. But I kept hearing the name Catherine. Now sometimes the name Catherine could be an actual city, a town, so it might be relevant. Anyway, let's get on to NATALEE's name. Let's have a look at NATALEE's name. NATALEE. Okay, so first up, guys, she's showing me something to do with that there may have been some sort of reunion that went on. Now, I know she went over there with friends, and it was the end of school and graduation, and she was on to, move on to her new career path. Just having a drink, guys. I really hate the double black nines. This obviously tells me foul play. It tells me murder. It tells me, because it can be suicide, these cards, but we know that she did not commit suicide. But yeah, the double black nines is telling me something to do with September. It may be an indicator of the person who actually killed her. It may be the time she disappeared. I'm not sure. I didn't have a look at what month it was or anything like that. But yeah, it may be an indicator about the criminal's birthday. It may have been her birthday as well, because she's deceased. So we got double fives, meaning deceased as well. So she's telling me something about May, and she's telling me something about September. So these might be prominent dates and names and things like that. She does have sexual cards here, so I do believe there was sex involved in this situation. This would be nice sex though, guys. This would be having fun, feeling like you're very welcomed, very attractive, like being told you're beautiful and it's fun and everything like that. And if you look at the pictures on the cards, the female's face is actually looking away from what's coming. Because this is like promises of things. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you should come with me. We could travel. We could do some things together. You should get a job here, get a summer job or something like that. So there was all this sort of talk and promises and things like that. And she really believed this person. This person's showing up like a soulmate character. It's showing up like your little brother or your big brother or somebody that's going to take care of you. Now, she might be trying to show me a message through to her family, because this can represent brothers, it can represent twins, it can represent things to do with people that she's missing or people that are missing her and trying to send love with, especially with this soulmate energy here. That can be a connection. Could even be her mother, like this could be a twin soul thing with her mother. But yeah, so it's very prominent about the fives and the nines. They could be numbers about things too. It could be dates, could be the 5th, could be the 9th, it could be a location on a map. But yeah, she's showing up with the flirty card, flirty, fun, everybody's friend, beautiful, outgoing sort of young lady. And then, unfortunately, this is creeping up behind her. She didn't know. She had no idea. She really trusted this person. She thought this person was well known. She thought this person was telling the truth about things. She felt very beautiful around this person. She felt very wanted, admired. So let's just get some tarots onto here. And out in the sunshine, another 5 coming up, guys. She's screaming 5, 5, 5, 5. So I don't know, it might be a place where she went, it might be a location, it might be something, a building with 5 on it where she is right now. The 5 of Swords actually where she tried to walk away. I'm feeling like that's where she tried to walk away and couldn't get away. Again, the truth teller, somebody that's the truth teller. Now this would indicate somebody that may have worked with the law, may have been a security guard, a police officer, army, navy, military. So she's showing me something to do with that. Now again, she could be showing me a connection to her father. Maybe he was military, maybe he was in security firms. But yeah, this may be the strong security thing, and it may also be to do with the police turning up. The 5, the black 5 and the police card can represent a car incident of some kind. It can represent, talking about police, there goes the sirens. Yeah, it could represent something to do with getting a fine, doing the wrong thing, breaking the law. A lot of male energy around her. I think she might be trying to show me 3 males and 2 extras. So there may have been 5 people, 5 males, 3 that she trusted, and 2 that were bad, 2 that were in the background. 1 that was a truth teller, and she felt safe. She felt like there was nothing wrong here. And again, I keep hearing security guard in my head, so I don't know if a security guard knows something. I don't know if the security guard was involved. Okay, so that's what we're getting with the first set of cards. We'll just move them away. Now I'm going to go back to what I've got on this piece of paper here of what I was seeing in my mind with her. Okay, so I asked her where were you, what happened, where did you go? And it says something about being put in a boot of a car, a trunk of a car, and taken somewhere. I kept seeing a farm, a field, and a red tractor. Now, again, guys, don't jump on me with this. This could be stuff when she was a kid. Could be a place she went. Not being put in the trunk of a car, but I mean, I was saying, where are you? And I seen a grave, and then I seen something to do with like a field, a farm, and I seen a red tractor. So it may be the killer's place of residence. It may be the killer works on a farm that they have a red tractor. And I seen hands behind her on a chair, and I felt a sharp pain because I said, what happened? Where are you? And it was like she was sitting on some chair, and I felt very, very frightened. And I felt like my hands had been bound, something like that. And then I felt a sharp stabbing pain, so I'm assuming knife. And then after that, I sort of withdrew myself, my energies from that. I thought, no, I don't want to go there anymore. Yeah, so anyway, the other things I was seeing was when she was little again. I seen her playing in the sand, and I seen her in the night in the sand and laughing. But I also then seen her as a young adult, and I seen her running around in the sand, dancing, laughing, swinging her hands around, not a care in the world. And she had like a little pair of ragged shorts or something on it. May have been a skirt, but it was like shorts with like ruffle or edging where it's all stripped, like a pair of denim shorts, but they were pale blue or even white. So I seen that sort of thing where she's on the sand and laughing and throwing her hands in the air and saying, I just love this, I just love this. But then I heard her say, snow bunny, snow bunny. So again, I don't know whether this stuff is memories when she was little, or whether there's this stuff that was just jumping from pillar to post. Every time I looked at her, I was getting all different ages, different things. So I seen a snowplow tractor. So I think a tractor, the red tractor in the field, and then I seen a snowplow tractor. Tractor is something. So it might be someone that works on tractors. It might be someone that works in a farm. But she said snow bunny, and I've got a question mark there. I don't know if this was a toy of hers. I don't know if it's some pet name. I don't know if she had a cat called the snow bunny. I don't know if she dressed as a snow bunny for something. She kept saying the name Christy or Chrissy or Chris, something like that I was hearing. Then the song came to me, Air Supply. I'm all out of love, I'm so lost without you. Now, I did see her mother's face, and I seen tears rolling down her mother's face. So I don't know if that's relevant, that song, to her mother or something like that. But the song, All Lost Without You, I'm so lost without you, all out of love. I did also see something to do with a white building with a blue roof. I don't know, it would kind of remind me of some sort of Mexican blue tiled roof. I don't know if it was a Mexican place where you go and get some fast food. She was showing me that place like she was standing outside of it looking at it, and she was looking at it like there's something in there. There's something that's in there. So I don't know if there's a piece of her jewelry inside of this little shop or whatever it was. I don't know if it's a belonging of hers, but if there is on this island where she was, if there is a white building with a blue roof on it, and I do know that it's been like 16 years now, this place might not even be there anymore. But if there is something with a kind of a Mexican feel to it, or a Spanish or something, there may be something that belongs to Natalie inside that building. So we're just going to look at her name again. We're going to have a look at her name again. So more information from Natalie, please. More information from Natalie. Now, I don't want to go too long with this reading. I will touch base with it again down the track. So let's have a look. Natalie. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm spelling her name out with cards. This is big time money and property. Now, if this girl was alive, I'd say that she's doing some sort of deal and she's going to have a huge success here after something that's really, really bad. There's some sort of payoff with money here to do with one female. See how we got one female? We got the flirty behavior sitting right next to this negative death energy. That could be the young guy that actually took her life. And she's stuck between two people which you would normally trust. This one can be father and son or brothers. So there may be a relative type thing going on with whoever it was that did this to poor Natalie. Let me just check. There. Just do another 5. Something to do with money changing hands here. This is usually property, money. Now, it could be something to do with people that might know something, someone that's been silenced with money. But usually this is 2 business people talking a deal of what they want to do. Now, I'm just getting a message in my head. This might be about doing a story for Natalie. Now, this might have already happened. There might be a movie about Natalie disappearing and there was some sort of payout with all of that. I do see Natalie sitting here side by side with her father. They're looking at each other. He's, he's there wrapping the warmth around her. I think she's trying to get a message through that she's okay. Now, this does represent knife. Behind her back here, knife. The 9, it normally could represent things like surgery, sharp, unexpected, but in her case, I'm assuming this was done with a knife. And I keep seeing the dark. In the dark, the knife, and coming from behind her, something coming from behind her. Let's just see with our tarots. A 5 again. She's screaming out with the 5s again. There might be some sort of letter, somebody might have wrote something down or documented something that might be found. Again, with the money, somebody was going to get paid for something, be paid to do something, be paid to tell their story. Hopefully it's not him in jail, getting a deal, cutting a deal to finally tell the story and him getting paid and that. But I'm pretty sure that if you're in prison for murder and stuff that you cannot have the money. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it might be something like that, it might not be, but yeah, this is showing me knife, that she is definitely gone. She won't be coming home, and I think that this is where she's just trying to show that she's okay, she's okay. All right, so getting back onto my messages here, we were up to the Mexican look. All right, so the other thing I seen was a temple or a shrine with a gold cross and yellow flowers on it. Now, the cross was one of those crosses where you've got a cross and then you've got a circle on it. And I think it might be something to do with Orthodox or something like that. Now, this temple and this shrine and the gold cross, again, I was trying to say, where are you? Where is your body? What happened? Where are you? Show me something that indicates where you are. But these yellow flowers were on this shrine or this temple or this burial spot. And so I kept feeling that she may have been taken to an actual place where there are real graves. So if there is a gold cross thing and yellow flowers on this place, they might be permanent kind of flowers where someone put them there. It may be her favourite flower, like daffodils and things like that, so I don't know. The other thing I had was a name like Sand and Skip. I think the name Skip is an actual name. But yeah, there was Sand, and there was something to do with when she was a teenager, around 14, or it's something to do with somebody that is a teenager. The other song I got just to end the reading was, did I go over here as well? No. Yeah, the last part of the reading was the song by Queen. Another one, Bites the Dust, and I just felt that that was something to do with her dad, not being horrible that she's not here anymore, but Queen, and is that his favourite song? Her father, her brother, a teacher, somebody. Yeah, because that song came through in a nice way. That it was almost like a tell dad, another one bites the dust, I could hear that song, that something to do with her dad came to mind. Anyway, that's what I got just looking at a picture. As I said, I just wanted to make this short and sweet, and that's what I've got for Natalie today. And please leave me some comments. I really appreciate all the comments of what you already know, or if you can confirm anything that I've told here. I do hope that some of these might be indicators of where she might be found, especially like with the tractor thing. The tractor thing was really, really strong through here. The couple of the names that I got, we'll just go over that again. We had the field tractor, the red tractor, but the names were Christy or Chrissy. We also had Sand and Skip or something like that, some sort of name there, and Catherine. Catherine came through in a big way. Oh, I was going to do a quick look before I go. Let's quickly look at Uran, I believe his name is. Uran. Let's see what we get in his name. Uran. Any indicators from Uran? I wouldn't be surprised if the other 5 comes out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so that's his name. 5 means something to him. She's trying to point out that it's him. This is a rape card, basically. This is like forced sex. When I looked at her cards, I seen fun and sex and trust. And then the bad stuff creeping up behind her. This is very, very toxic over here. This is gossip and malice and lies, basically. There is some female here that's trusted. It's like the homebody, someone at home. So there's someone that has been told what he did. The upside down heart could be an indicator of how she actually ended up dying, that she may have lost too much blood. I don't really want to go there with what I think happened, because when and if they do find her, it's just going to be bones. And I just don't feel it's relevant now, the pain and suffering. So anyway, with him, I just see this sex. That's a sex card. That's a forced sex card, or that's sex with someone that doesn't want sex. It can be trafficking and things like that as well, especially sitting next to that, because that can represent drugs and things like that. We've got this fun, frivolous, travelling man kind of thing coming out. We've got a lot of conversations going on here, a lot of talk going on. Funny enough, we got this marriage card, double 4s. This is deceits and lies and things going on constantly behind somebody's back. There was always some plan. There's someone in the background. Now, this may be a father figure or something to this, how do you pronounce his name? Uran. This may be somebody indicating that they did business deals with this guy. I don't know if there was drug deals going on, alcohol deals going on with females, because this female. Yeah, not nice energy anyway, guys. Anyway, that wraps it up. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Hopefully this has touched base for people. And if you do know of this young woman, Natalie, or her family, and there is anything relevant that could help the case, please pass the messages on. And I will catch everybody the next time.